What's up, guys? Welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding. And I just got done with my test of the minor that I'm doing called Sports Nutrition, and it is actually fully in English, so I like it a lot. I'm learning a lot of things that I did not know before, or that I knew a little bit about but not enough. So right now I'm really learning the truth in supplements, nutrition, sports, exercise, and more. So yeah, I will make a lot of videos about that, and I have a feeling that the test went great, which means that I've learned a lot because it's simply interesting to learn. It's interesting to read, and when it is interesting, you're more likely to remember it. But anyway, that was the test. But what I really want to say to you is that I want to make a lot more videos about, I feel that it's missing on YouTube, about the actual proven science about nutrition, why it works a certain way, and especially explaining it in an easy to understand way. And that is what a lot of people are missing in the videos, that some guys are really smart, but they're so smart that they're using words that the average people, the average watcher, doesn't understand. And that is a problem, because you want them to understand. And that's what I'm trying to achieve here. The more you understand something, the easier it will be to transfer that knowledge to other people and make them understand what you're saying. So that's what I want to do. I've got a lot of topics, of course, about protein timing, meal timing, type of carbohydrates, and more stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to do that. And when I get home, it's about, let's see, almost 7 o'clock right now. I'll be home around 8 o'clock, and then I will go to the gym, training the chest, because I want that Arnold Schwarzenegger chest, to pull off that classic side chest. And in a couple of months, probably, I will be doing another competition, and next year, almost, 11 months from now, just about, I will do a major competition. Pretty much the favorite one I always wanted to do. So I'm very motivated to build mass, to let this lean bulking process work, and to just really do my best to make it happen. I'm eating a lot more food right now, a lot more food than I'm used to, because someone who is very experienced and knowledgeable, who actually did the same education that I'm doing right now on a university level years ago, and still developing by helping bodybuilders and other athletes to achieve their goals, but he has a lot of knowledge about every single subject that has to do with bodybuilding. And one of the things he said to me, you gotta eat more to able to grow from the weight that you are now. You're just not eating enough for your weight. But yes, I am getting stronger, I am gaining mass. Whoa! And yeah, things are headed into the right direction. I'm really excited. I've learned a lot from my previous competitions. Some of you know that I did the Arnold Classic in Spain last year, and in that competition I really wanted to prove what classic bodybuilding is all about. A lot of you guys commented on the videos that you really appreciated the way I posed and the way I looked when you compare me to the other guys there, but I simply did not have the mass to match an Arnold Classic type of guy, They're just too massive, even at the junior stage. And I'm not a junior anymore. So guess what? I simply need to grow to Arnold proportions in order to truly win a competition of this magnitude. I'm starting to work on my shoulders again, especially doing a lot of military presses. I just want those 3D shoulders, even if they are too big. That doesn't matter. I just want to overpower the rest on the stage with classical proportions, but with improvements upon the golden era physique, such as having round shoulders, which is a rarity back in those days. And I happen to have the genes to really build shoulders quite easily. I never train shoulders really, they're just there from doing chest and back, but now I'm really focusing on them individually, so I expect to see some gains in those shoulders. Anyway guys, I'm going to enjoy my meal right now. Rice, tilapia, vegetables, spices, herbs, and of course salt. And yes, in about an hour and a half I will work out, so see you soon. Alright, jumping straight into the shoulder workout. As I mentioned, I'm doing shoulders more often now because I don't notice any injuries, and at the same time I want to improve my shoulders to be a worthy competitor's size. So anyway, starting out with the military press, going all the way down to the chest, stretching the front delts, using a full range of motion. I'm arching my back pretty far here to stabilize my body and to actually put less dangerous stress on the shoulders and let the chest help a little bit. And this is the Arnold Press, kind of comparable to the military press with dumbbells, except you do an extra movement at the bottom to stretch out the front delts even more. So you basically extend the range of motion a little bit. This is what Arnold used to do himself, hence the name Arnold Press. And again, my back is arched right here to stabilize my body and not to put so much stress purely on the front delts, because you always got to have a little help from your chest. Just like on chest workouts, your shoulders help a little bit, and on shoulder workouts, your chest helps a little bit. So don't try to change or force that not to happen. It's a natural thing. And then we move on to the side lateral machine. Normally, I like to start out with the dumbbells, but this machine puts a constant tension on the side delts, which is very nice to get a good starting pump in those side delts. I like a lot of volume with the side delts. It's a small muscle group, so don't go too heavy, but instead pump it up with blood so that you fill it up and get it nice and round. And what you don't want to do on the side lateral raise right here is you don't want to go up too far, and as I mentioned, the weight shouldn't be too heavy, because otherwise you will use your traps. And we are saving the traps for another exercise, and again another lateral raise for the side delts with a dumbbell this time, and I'm doing this individually, so with one arm at a time. Why? Because my side delts at this point are pretty much exhausted, so if I would do again an exercise with two arms at the same time, it would be difficult to focus on the actual muscle, and I would more easily use secondary muscles such as the traps to make it easier. If you do it with one arm, you will notice that you can put a lot more effort into the mind and muscle connection that you have with the side delts. Dumbbell side chest. And then of course we cannot forget about the rear delts. I've actually had a lot of people say that my rear delts are overdeveloped compared to the rest of my shoulders, but I think this is actually a good thing, because this will keep my shoulders in balance, because I'm doing a lot of chest and now adding shoulder exercises and workouts to it, so my front delts will be a lot stronger and become bigger.
Let's record this one.
And of course, this is another rear delt exercise, a rear delt row, chest supported, so you can purely focus on the rear delts. This is very different from the rear delt flies that you saw me do, because this is kind of, you know, a rowing movement, as I mentioned. You can do a heavier weight and you really feel the peak contraction of those rear delts. At least that's what you should feel. Don't feel the traps as much in this exercise, but feel the peak contraction in both rear delts. Why? Because now we will work the traps with barbell shrugs. I like to go pretty heavy on this one, doing a full range of motion, going all the way up, and going down, making sure that I stretch the muscle in order to make it grow. Anyway guys, that was the video of today. I will post a lot more videos and track my mass building progress. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to stay golden.